coming to an end soon. I will be doing a MLB predictions video of who I think is going to the playoffs. I'll be saying obviously the division leaders and the 2 wildcard spots, and I'll be telling you who I think is going to win the World Series. Now, out in the AL East, we have the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Yankees are ahead by 1.5 games, but the Blue Jays are so good. They have the best offense in the league, in my opinion. The acquisition of David Price really strengthened their pitching staff, and I just think there's a lot of games left to be played between the 2 teams, and I just think the Blue Jays are going to win. Now, out in the AL Central, it is not even a question. The Royals have a 13.5 game lead over the second place team. I believe it's the Twins, and there is no question that they are going to be the #1 team in the AL. Now, in the AL West, we have a race between the Angels and the Astros. I think the Astros will pull ahead due to I just think they're a better team. The Angels aren't that good of a team outside of Mike Trout and Albert Pujols. Their offense has been struggling recently, and the Astros got Scott Kazmir and Carlos Gomez at the trade deadline, and like I said, they're just a better team. Now, for the wild card, we have I believe since the Blue Jays are going to win the division, I think the Yankees will end up winning the first wild card spot, and then the second place team will be another AL East team in the Baltimore Orioles, as I just don't believe in the Angels this year. I don't think they're a good team. I think the Chris Davis has been doing great as of late, and the Orioles are a better team. Now, in the National League, in the East, surprisingly, the Mets have a 4-game lead over the struggling Nationals, who are supposed to be World Series favorites this year, and they're supposed to be one of the best teams ever. I don't know what's going on with the Nationals. I know they've been very injured this year, but there's just no excuse. When you have that much talent, you should get by, but they're just missing Denard Span. Some players have struggled this year. They got Papelbon recently, but they haven't really been able to use them because they have to come from behind and not close games. And the Mets have a really good pitching staff, all good young players. Matt Harvey, Jacob deGrom, Snygard, Wheeler, Neuse. They are just a great team. And David Wright should be coming back soon, and they recently acquired Juan Uribe and Kelly Johnson to bolster their offense. Sorry for that crack. Yeah, I just think the Mets they want it more. Now, in the NL Central, they have 3 great teams. This is baseball's best division by far. You have the Cardinals, who are just amazing. They're consistently good every year, even when someone gets hurt. Their ace, Adam Wainwright's been out most of this year, and they're still the best team in baseball. Matt Adams is out, still best team in baseball. Someone gets hurt, player on their bench or from the farm system comes up and does a good job. The Pirates, they are a great team as well, and the Cubs, but they are not as good as the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have a good lead right now, and nothing can stop them. In the West, you have my Dodgers and the Giants. The Giants, I hate to say this, they're the defending World Series champions, but this is an odd year, so they will not win the World Series this year, and they're not going to make the playoffs. The Dodgers have won back-to-back NL West titles, and I think they're a better team than the Giants. They just need to be more consistent, and their bullpen needs to get better, and the back half of their rotation. Because outside of Kershaw and Greinke, you have Matt Latos, Alex Wood, you have Boslinger, but they have not been pitching well as of late, and that kind of scares me, and especially with their bullpen, which has been a problem the last 2 years. They recently acquired Chase Utley, so hopefully that makes their offense better, because they've been inconsistent of late. Now for the wild card, it is the two NL Central teams that aren't winning the division. It's the Pirates and the Cubs. They're just both two great teams. The Pirates have, ever since 2013, they've been a good team, but I think this is the year where when they're going from a good team to an elite team. And the Cubs, their rebuilding process finally is paying off, as they are one of the best teams in baseball. Jorge Soler, Addison Russell's, not starting Castro, Anthony Rizzo, Kyle Schwarber, John Lester, so many good, Jake Arrieta, so many good players, and some of those players I have named, they acquired, or they have been brought up through the farm system, and the Cubs are for real this year. They're not some mediocre team. They actually can win the World Series, I believe. Now, who's going to win the World Series? I'm going with the AL Central team, the team that lost in Game 7 of the World Series last year, and they left the man on third in the 9th inning, and they could have tied the game, and that is the Kansas City Royals. I think they're the most complete team. Good starting pitching, a great defense. They have the best defense in the league to me, and they're just a complete team. They want to win. They want that redemption after losing that close series last year. And I kind of, outside of the Dodgers, that's the team I'd want to win the most. I want the Dodgers to win, but I know it's not going to happen. And tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos.